Okay guys, let's go through a keg and the little parts and bits and pieces that are associated with that. So we have our relief valve, which you just pull straight up. These are easily removed, they simply screw out. You may need to replace that lowering from time to time. Screw it back in, that's at home. We have our keg lid. Now these are on corny kegs, mind you, not your commercial kegs. Up. We have an O-ring in under there. We also have the little feet. You need to make sure that the feet are on there because that gives it the downward pressure to lock it into place. We have our handles. We then have our two posts. So we have a gas post on this side, a liquid post on this side. The breakdown, slightly different shape, however it's the same thing. That is a liquid post and that is a gas post. You can see the little notches on the nut indicate that it's a gas post. Now with your posts, in them sits this little assembly. It's called a poppet valve. It sits up in there. That then screws on top, which has a gas post or a liquid post going down to the keg to bring your beer up from the bottom up. Or a gas one is nice and short, just enough to put enough gas into the keg. From time to time, these do leak and not seat correctly. It's simply a matter of unscrewing this, removing the poppet valve, changing that O-ring. The actual poppet valve itself is only a couple of bucks. Seat that back in, re-screw it on, hook it up, test it for leaks, and you've essentially serviced your keg. The other thing we've got is the disconnects. So as I said, it's black for beer, grey for gas. Very important you don't get these mixed up because you will not get them off if you put them on the wrong post. Okay? Beer out, gas in. There's your disconnects. If you're having trouble getting your disconnects on, a little bit of lubricant or like a food grade lubricant or some spray on sanitizer will do the job to loosen that up. From time to time, every 12 months or so, you will find you'll have to replace the little black O-ring on your gas posts. That helps to keep it all nice and sealed. They're also available in stainless steel, both barb and what's known as an MFL fitting. Now the MFL fitting is the one where you screw that onto there. Just going to nick that up. You don't need to over tighten these. People over tighten these often and it damages them. Make sure you've got a nice clean cut on your line. Push that in, give it a tug, won't come out. That's on there nice and tight. Nice and simple. To retract it, you simply push the edge of it in, pull the line out at the same time. Makes it really simple and easy to use if you need to move your kegs around or do any maintenance. Okay, MFL push fits. If you don't want to use push fits, you can go to a crimp style. It's simply a matter of heating this up in some hot water, stretching it out with a set of long nose pliers, pushing the line in over the barb, getting a set of pincers on these stepless clamps. I prefer to use stepless clamps because the inside diameter of the stepless clamp goes over the whole line, thus closing it really neat and tightly, and you don't get a flat spot as you would if you used a screw clamp. Squeeze that together and you can see there how that whole inner circle has gone around that line nice and tight.